So now we have learned how to convert a decimal fraction into a decimal. Now we are going to learn how to convert a fraction into a decimal. Not a decimal fraction, a normal fraction into a decimal. So now here I have an example, 4 by 5. 4 by 5 is a fraction. Yeah. So how can I convert it into a decimal? What did we learn? Our golden rules always said we divide, the decimal point goes to the left, but we always divided with 10 or 100 or 1000. But now here we have 5. So what do? We all have learnt about equivalent fractions, right? So this fraction, I am going to convert it into another fraction which has a denominator 10. Now how am I going to do that? So I am going to convert it into an equivalent fraction with a denominator 10. So 5 is going to become 10. How will 5 become 10? If I multiply 5 by 2, then it becomes 10. So when I multiply the denominator by 2, what should I do with the numerator? Numerator also has to be multiplied by 2. So 4 into 2, I am going to write it as 8. Now we have converted a normal fraction into a decimal fraction. How did we do that? We just wrote an equivalent fraction for 4 by 5 with a denominator 10, right? Now, is this a decimal fraction? Yes, it is a decimal fraction. And now we can apply our golden rule, right? So 8 can be written as 8.0. I'm going to divide it by 10. So what happens? My decimal point is going to move to the left. How many times? Once, because I have 1 0 here. So what happens? My answer, I'm going to write it as 80. My decimal point from here, it has moved here. So my decimal point is here. So my answer is going to be 0.80. Now, let's go to the next example. I have 3 by 25 here. Is my denominator 10? No. Is it 100? No. Is it 1000? No. So can we write it directly like this? Can we bring an answer like this? No. So what are we going to do? We are going to convert this normal fraction into a decimal fraction, which means we are going to write an equivalent fraction for this with a denominator 100. How can I make 25 into 100? How can I change it? I can do that by multiplying 4. If I multiply 4 to 25, I get 100, right? So if I multiply the denominator by 4, what should I do with the numerator? Numerator also I have to multiply by 4. So my answer is 12 by 100. So now can I stop with this? No. We have got a decimal fraction now. Now decimal fraction can be converted into decimal? Yes, we can. So now 12, I am going to write it as 12.0 and I am going to divide it by 100. What happens? My decimal point moves to the left. How many times? Twice, because I have 2 zeros here. So my decimal point has jumped here once and one more time here. So my decimal point is here. So I'm writing 1, 2, 0 and my decimal point is here and I'm going to add a 0 here. So my answer is 0.120. Now this, the last one, 8 divided by 10. Now should I write an equivalent fraction for this? No, because this already is a decimal fraction because it has a denominator as 10. So we don't have to convert it. We can just directly divide. So 8, I'm going to write it as 8.0 divided by 10. I'm going to divide by 10 which has 1 0. So my decimal point is going to jump to the left side how many times? Once. So my answer is going to be, yeah. Now we are going to learn about place value chart. We know how to write a whole number in the place value chart. Now I have a number here, 5685.296. Now this place we call as ones place, this tens place, this is hundreds place and this is thousands place, right? So 5 is in the ones place, 8 is in the tens place, 6 is in the hundreds place, 5 is in the thousands place. So I'm going to write the whole number part in the place value chart. So in ones place I have 5. In tens place I have 8. In hundreds place I have 6. And in thousands place again I have a 5. Now, in the same way, the decimal part of this number is 296. We have a decimal point here and the decimal part is 296. So, how do we represent this in the place value chart? Just like we say this is in the tens place, TENS. Here, on the right side of the decimal point, the first number we say that it is in the 10th place, TENTH. We have a TH here, 10th place. The next number we say that it is in the 100th place. We have a TH extra here. And this number we say that it is in the thousands place. Again a TH extra here. Why? Now how we are going to represent this in the place value chart? We have a decimal point here, right? So this 2 is in the 10th place. So I am going to write it here. 9 is in the 100th place. So 9 I am going to write it here. And 6 is in the 1000th place. 6 I am going to write it here. So now we have one more number here, 26.95. I am going to write this in the place value chart. So whole number part is 26. 6 is in the ones place and 2 is in the tens place. So I am going to write 6 here and I am going to write 2 here. Do I have anything in the hundreds and thousands place? No. So I'm going to leave it blank. Now the decimal part. We have 0.95. So this place is the 10th place and this place is the 100th place. So just after the decimal point we have a 9. That is in the 10th place. So I'm going to write 9 here and I'm going to write 5 here and the decimal point here. We are going to represent another number in the place value chart. I have here 8,523.716. Did you notice that I said 0.716? I did not say 716 because we have to read a decimal number like this. It is read as 8,523.716. Okay. Now, let us see what the place values are for this number. The place value of 8 is 8,000, 5 is 500, 2 is 20 and 3 is 3 because they are in the thousands, hundreds, tens and ones place. We have learned this in our earlier classes, right? Now, let's come to the place values of the decimal part. Place value of 7 is 7 by 10 because it is in the 10th place. Okay, here we have 1 by 10 and it is in the 10th place. So the place value of 7 is 7 by 10. Place value of 1 is 1 by 100 because it is in the 100th place. Here we have 1 by 100. So, and place value of 6 is 6 by 1000 because it is in the 1000th place. So now 7 by 10 can be written as 0.7. 1 by 100 can be written as 0.01 and 6 by 1000 can be written as 0.006. This we learned earlier in this video. Now we are going to learn about the expanded form of decimals. Decimals can be expanded in 3 different forms. First is the place value form. So this number 2.816 can be expanded as 2 ones plus 8 tenths plus 100 plus 6,000 because 8 is in the 10th place, 1 is in the 100th place and 6 is in the 1000th place. So the answer for this number expanded form is 2 ones plus 8 tenths plus 100 plus 6,000. The second way of writing is decimal form. 2.486 is going to be expanded as 2 plus place value of 4 is 0.4, place value of 8 is 0.08 and place value of 6 is 0.006. So this number can be expanded like this. The next one is fractional form. 4.532 can be expanded as 4 plus, this is in the tens place, so I am writing it as 5 by 10. This is in the hundredth place, so I am writing it as 3 by 100. 2 is in the thousands place, so place value is 2 by 1000. So the answer for this is 4 plus 5 by 10 plus 3 by 100 plus 2 by 1000. So this is how you write expanded form. There are 3 different ways of writing the expanded form. Now we are going to learn about like and unlike decimals. What are like decimals? Decimals which have same number of decimal places. Here in this number 9.3, the number of decimal places is 1 because after the decimal point we have only one number. Here in 17.45, the number of decimal places is 2 because after the decimal point we have two numbers. Now decimal numbers which don't have same number of decimal places are called as unlike decimals. So I am saying that these two are unlike decimals because the number of decimal places is 1 here. Here the number of decimal places is 2. Now what about these two numbers? Here I have 9.3 and here I have 17.4. What is the number of decimal places here? I have number of decimal places is 1. Here also the number of decimal places is 1. So are they same? Yes. So I call these two as like decimals. Now how do I convert two unlike decimals into like decimals? I am just going to add a 0 after 3 here. So now the number of decimal places here is 2. The number of decimal places here is also 2. So now I have converted this number into 9.30. These two are the same. 9.3 and 9.30 are the same. So just by adding a 0 here, I have converted these two into like decimals. Now we are going to learn how to compare decimals. Step 1 is you will compare the whole number part first. Step 2 is you will compare the decimal part. Now let's see an example. I have two decimals here, 84.593 and 84.599. So what am I going to do? My step 1 says compare the whole number part first. What is the whole number part here? 84. What about this number? The whole number part is 84. Both are same. So now I cannot decide whether this is greater or this is greater. Now what should I do? I should go to step 2. Compare the decimal part. So I should compare the decimal part now. Yeah, here I have 0.593 and here I have 0.599. So first I will have to compare the 10th place. Here I have 5. Here also I have 5. So still I cannot decide anything. So now next I should go to the 100th position. In 100th position, here I have 9. Here also I have 9. Still I cannot decide anything. Now I have to go to the next position. What is the position? 1000th place. Here I have 3 and here I have 9. So which is greater? So till now 84.59. Here also I have 84.59. Both are the same. Now last 1000th place. Here I have 3 and here I have 9. So which is greater? Here this number is greater. So what do I finally conclude? I should say that this number is greater than this number. Yes, 84.593 is lesser than 84.599. That's it for now, children. Did you like my video? In our next video, we are going to do some operations with decimals like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. If you like my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Give it a big like. Do share it with your friends. And also, please click on the bell button so that you get notified whenever I post new videos. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.